Hello there, everybody. This is me, No Name 117 Spore, where today we look at what happens when in Rule the Waves 2 you cannot build any ships with secondaries. I cannot come up with anything more creative right now. My brain is just uh brain bad. I have a little bit of a headache right now. I think it's sugar related. A little tired too. I guess at this point I've been awake for about 12 hours, even though it's 4:27 p.m. Actually, that's getting closer to 13. That does not say anything good about my sleep schedule. Anyway, we're at where we were last time in Rule Waves 2. Playing Great Britain, it is August of 1916. We laid down Inflexible and are building Illustrious, and the first thing I'm going to do right now is scrap Inflexible. Um, I do not want this ship. And the reason I don't want it is because it does not have TDS-1, whereas Illustrious does. So what's going to happen is Inflexible is going to be relayed down as an Illustrious class battlecruiser. We are one turn away from getting Minerva, and also Leopard. And I'm going to wait for Minerva to enter service before I do anything else. Now, we probably should get a new set of destroyers in action. These will just be, an evolution of the Nest class. I did check. The Nests normally have 10 weight remaining. These have 18. So, yeah. Um, this is basically just a small... Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. This is basically just a small improvement on the Nest class. Although, the 5-inch Q1 guns are going to be good. The other thing I want to get going now is I have these extra Phoebe class cruisers, which are going to get, going to start to be refit. So the next one we need to rebuild is Naiad. And yeah, clear the torpedo mounts. So place the machinery, oil firing. I think normally I go up to like 25 knots about. Um, then unarmored turrets, I think, just to get some weight back. Although we could replace the 5-inch guns. Okay, so I want to get rid of the aft guns. So that would be white. Um, Although actually having Hawaiian could be fun. Having a layout of this where the float plane deck is more amidships. I want to get rid of S and T, as well as J and K, I think. Change type and continue. Um, rid of a fire. Well, let's get rid of F and G. They 2 fire control positions. And that gets us our 6th float plane, or we could do this and have like 9 float planes. I think I'll go with the seaplane hangar. I should probably, I'm gonna check Rule the Waves 2 Wiki seaplane hangar. Uh, I'm just gonna quickly check what it has on it. I'm also moving my mic a little closer. I think that the volume was a little bit off there. Um, Use 2 Wiki. And then I just Hmm. So what I'm trying to find is if seaplane hangar is anywhere on the wiki. What it says it does, but it doesn't seem to be. So maybe that's something where it just increases the readiness chance. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of structure 5 and structure 4. Um, I'm gonna have all the funnels kind of merged into one, a little bit more forward. Uh, okay, yeah, fire control is probably the best type I can actually get on her. Um, so structure 3 is there. Structure 6 is that one. I'm actually just gonna get rid of I'll get rid of that. I'll leave 3. So structure 2, I think that's gonna kind of encompass the hangar. Actually, you know what? Why should I start structure 2? Maybe structure 2 kind of starts, with the funnel. Actually, no, I think, given that this is a conversion, it would start behind the funnel. Um, I think what I'm gonna do is structure 2 will go back there, it there, in that way, and then out here, and then we're kind of gonna go back and have, a deck for porting seaplane operations. I feel like what I'm doing with the forward thing here is I'm building this out a little further. You know, I guess it's technically a bit of a superstructure refit. Um, uh, no, I'm just gonna do like something like that. Screw it. That'll be our little superstructure refit. Um, Set structure 4. Structure 5 and structure 6 are not yet placed. I mean, you can kind of see the original contours of the protected cruiser there. I'm just going to leave those in place even though they aren't merging with the edges. Because, this is kind of like a, oh, hey, we slapped this on sort of thing. So I think structure 5, I'm going to do like a little kind of structure back here. Like almost an aft mast sort of thing. And then structure 6 will be the cranes. And actually, no. 5 could be a really good crane. Okay, so let's make 5 a crane. So, that would probably be a crane kind of going back like this. I'm going to snap it there, go back this way a bit, go out here, do this. Yeah, do something like that. And then structure 6, I think I will have a couple of additional cranes kind of here-ish. And then do something like this. Alright, so that will be Naiad's conversion. That'll be 6 float planes. Also 25 knots. I would love to be able to rename the class name here, but let's go for it. That's gonna be a little expensive. Once Iphigenia completes, I think we are gonna send another one in for a similar rebuild. Um, so probably that one will be without the float plane catapult. Well, yeah, the next one will probably be without the float plane catapult. Alright, so next turn, oil's been discovered in the Falklands. Minerva's commissioned. A Leopard's commissioned. Trouble reaching the design speed. Fuck! Alright. You know, Hmm. I'm I'm gonna pick the middle option. We don't have any capital ships in production. And of course, it didn't happen. So, all right, Defender class is being built. So the Minerva class, it exists. You know what? While I'm waiting, I should probably get these two into a rebuild. So, I don't know why that line unchecks. Okay, so right now the rebuild cost is 705. If we upgrade, it is no 6,000. Let's see, gun data. Oh, it has no immunity zone. Maximum range is 13,200 yards. Actually, you know what? Let's look at this data. So at 5,000 yards, we were penetrating 5.67 inches. About at 13,000 yards, we were penetrating 2.16. At let's say 10,000, it is about 3. So let's if we don't do that rebuild, then we only have a 12,000 yard range. At 10,000, it's 2.7. So we are getting less penetration. Um, but these ships are kind of old. I mean, they're protected cruisers. Machinery refits aren't going to be all that good. Um, there is a rebuild I'm considering, and that's we add torpedoes. Not when I say torpedoes, I mean like let's get rid of what is it? Like not S and T, not D and E, not F and G, JK. Which one? HI. We could do something like this, and get a nice set of broadside swivel torpedo tubes. Actually, we have more weight remaining now. Um, just get an aircraft on board. Probably not. Um, I mean, I feel like the torpedo tubes are a better investment than what we currently have. I assume, yeah, I have no broadside mounts. So those don't really add anything. Those just keep the submerged mounts, which are already there. Removing them didn't save enough weight. I think we do the refit to additional guns. I think that's actually cheaper. That's, 5,000 total for, a ship that costs 25,000. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Um, it'll remove a little bit of guns from their broadside, but I think that's a reasonable rebuild. Um, I think let's see. So if we open the Minerva design, we're seeing 273 weight remaining there. If I open Minerva for a rebuild, I'm seeing 47 weight remaining. So I'm actually gonna move those to the reserve fleet to save a little bit more money. I'm gonna move Leopard 26 knot Leopard to the reserve fleet to save a little bit of money. And I think I'm just going to expand upon the Minerva design. Like, just suggest a new name. Oh yeah, torpedo mounts. HI? Let's get rid of these underwater tubes. Yeah, that looks reasonable. Could I get J and K on there too? No, I can't. Can't fit them. Yeah, let's go for this. I think this is a good cruiser. Um, actually, that is a change. Okay, so let's see. How many do we have to abreast? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5. Yeah, that would be 8 to a broadside. I want to keep 8 to a broadside. Um. Oh. It's just barely not affordable right now. I want TDS1 on a cruiser this big. Yeah. I think gotta get rid of S&T. Or we keep S&T in. Uh, I can only reduce these down to single tubes. There's really no point. Yeah, get rid of S&T and just get F and G as like triples. So let's try H and I and see what happens if I reduce these all down to doubles. Okay, 31 rate remaining. It's not much. We can mess with stuff in the future. Maybe at some point the ship will have triple torpedo tubes instead. I think that is a reasonable design. Clips and Juno are commissioned. France, uh, we're on okay terms. Rebellion in Middle Congo continues. Where's Middle Congo again? Is that a French territory? Yep. Okay. Yeah, sub-wise, I'm gonna, lay down maybe a couple medium-range subs here. Alright, so we're one turn away from, being able to build the peak class, so I'm gonna start by laying down 2 peak class cruisers. So that will be Peak and Tribune to start out. Although, part of me wants to go with, like, P names for the cruisers. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'd have to do this. I'd have to boot up Chrome, since for whatever reason I closed it, and I don't want anything to show on the monitor, which shouldn't be showing. There we go. Cruisers. Actually, you know what? I'll leave. Part of me is like, I'll leave the names as such, but I do want to look up cruisers of the Royal Navy. Yeah. List of cruiser classes of the Royal Navy. Um, yeah, I just want to quickly take a look. There's obviously no P class cruisers. Okay. Okay, so the scout cruisers typically did have two names together, but I'd actually have to look through all of these and just check. All right, so if we're looking at all the P class names, we got Phaeton, Psyche, Polaris, Persian, Pandora, Phoenix, and Pallas. Through the rest of these, we don't have any, but I know we also do have one of the ones refitting does have one. So if I'm looking at scout cruisers, there's like Pathfinder and Patrol. Um, and neither of those are here. Neither of those are here either. So we got Philomal up there. Oh yeah, there's the Polaris class cruisers. So those ones would have all the P names. So let's look at what's in service again. All right, so for the Polaris class cruisers, we have Proserpine. Proserpine? Polaris, Pactolus, Pegasus, Perseus, Pomone, Pyramus, Psyche, Prometheus, Pioneer, and Pandora. So Psyche's on there. So wait, okay, so that's 7, and then here we have Philomal and Peak. Either of those here, I don't see them. Are they earlier? Be earlier. Oh yeah, Pearl class. We just scrapped Pearl though, didn't I? Yeah, Pearl got scrapped, and we don't have a Pearl class. Or not a Pearl class. We have a Pearl class, but we don't have an HMS Pearl, so I think I'm gonna rename Tribune to Pearl. So the Pearl name is back in use again. I'm gonna see where my finances are when Illustrious and Inflexible are being built. Um, let's do charities. Seaplane scouts enable seaplane bases. 18-inch guns of quality 1. We can now build new bases. And Illustrious, and I will rename the second one Inflexible, or it just already gets the name. Good. Build us new bases. So there we go. Illustrious and Inflexible are in service. Naiad is currently building. We have the other two Minervas and Venus working up. I'm just gonna immediately move them to the Mothball fleet. Iphigenia has completed her rebuild. Um, those one I might actually, if I go open design for a rebuild, yeah, you could fit like an extra aircraft if I need to, and I assume Andromash could too. So those two might undergo an additional refit somewhat soon. Uh, yeah, but I think it is time to send another one of the remaining Phoebes, in this case, Scylla, in for another rebuild. So this one, do that. So I'm gonna get rid of Y. This one's gonna just have the aft deck and replace the machinery, oil. You could do like 7 planes. Gonna get that extra knot of speed. I get an extra knot of speed, but it's like enough. Um, be fun. I'll go unarmored 5-inch guns. Upgrade to more powerful. Um, or we do go the 25 knots and get 8 planes. I think, yeah, I think a seaplane carrier with an 8-plane capacity is fine. Um, although, 26 knots is going to be able to keep up with more ships, so I'll build her for 26. All right, so structure 2 exists? Oh yeah, structure 2 is that weird line thing. Um, so 4 is gone, 5 is gone. Um, let's see if I can do more with structure 2 here. So 2 will snap here, then snap there. Gonna go back maybe to here. And yeah, we can do something like that with structure 2. 3 is there. 6 is that one. Um, you know what? Let's just rebuild this part of the superstructure too. For funsies. I'm thinking that the Phoebe class conversions are, kind of experiments. And I kind of want that to show. So then 4 is actually just going to be on top. So this is kind of getting like a merchant superstructure rebuild. Of course, funnel-wise, actually funnel-wise they should be trunked into one. means I'm probably going to want to fix structure 2 again. So structure 2 would normally go across like this. And just going to send it back this way. I don't know, like cross it over to this side briefly here. Something there. Cross it back over. And then kind of go around the funnel. That gets a little bit of extra detail. So that's 3. 4 is the one on top. So then we have 5 and 6 to kind of do the big aft section for the ship. So, like this one wouldn't have any seaplane hangar to it. So this would just kind of have like a big flat aft deck. Um, and then actually here, let me add a little like box here. Boop. Boop. Actually, you know what? We can go over a little extra, just add a little bit of extra detail, and then kind of go back. That did not work as intended. Although that kind of works. And then structure 6 can be, you know, I'm going to say crane, big crane here. And then that'll put one on the other side. Actually just going to do, like, that line across kind of becomes minimal. It's still there, but, you know, that kind of works. I think that'll work for the conversion of Scylla here. And that's now in rebuild. Lomel has finished her construction. And she is there. She should probably be mothballed. And mission to sub. Um. Hmm. They take less budget. I mean, I need to catch up in the battlecruiser and yeah, okay, I'm gonna suppress. That probably is gonna increase unrest. Diplomatic note. Yeah, that increased unrest one level, but I didn't have that much unrest anyway. So yeah, Cambrian and Philomo refit. Everything I want is refitting right now. Ships which are old, but I don't really want in service, I don't care too much about. Although I think we are going to need to do another refit on one of the older cruisers here soon. Peak class is under construction. We have a lot, we have a big spare monthly balance right now. I think I'm just going to lay down another one of these. Yeah, I'm going to keep clicking until it gives me a P name. And if it doesn't, I'm going to look through and see what I can get. Alright, so was Phoebe scrapped? I think Phoebe was scrapped. Yeah, Phoebe got scrapped, so, I think you're just gonna be Phoebe. We don't currently have an HMS Phoebe in service, right? I don't think so. So we got Peak, Pearl, and Phoebe now all building. And these should be pretty good, light cruisers. I'll go one more turn, and I think that'll be it. Yes, we should extend the security agreement. Let's go like one more. Ooh. I think that's a good note to end it on. Triple alliance between the US, Great Britain, and Italy. World is unbeatable now. I'm gonna go to low spying on all the other nations. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. This has been me, No Name 117 Spore. Uh, doing Rule the Waves 2. Actually, I'm gonna cancel the low spying thing. I'm putting it back down. I would want to go to war with France next. If it, forces me into another war, that's fine. But, France would be the main target. Anyway, yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been me, No Name 117 Spore, here with Rule the Waves 2, episode 51, 52-ish, I think. I think I'm around there. Last one might have been 51. Yeah. It's April 1917. That's good. Links to my Discord, Twitch, and Twitter are down below if you're interested in any of those things. Mostly the Discord's important. All I gotta say. Bye!